How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, I have something very special today. We are going to be trying out together for the first time a piece of equipment I have never used before. That's right. Now you might be thinking to yourself, you already have a literal cinema camera. You have the FX30. What on earth do you possibly get that you've never tried before? Well, I'll give you a hint. It can fit in a sandwich, and it happens to fly at over several hundred feet at 35 miles per hour. This is the DJI Mini 3 Pro with the new DJI RC controller. Let's get into it. Now, don't worry, I know you guys mostly just want to get to the point where you see me probably fumble around and maybe crash the drone a bit, so I'll keep things brief and simple. Why did I buy this drone, of all things? Well, for one, it gives me an experience that I've never encountered before, so I get to have that moment where everything is brand new to me all over again. And most importantly, since I'm traveling a lot more, it's going to allow me to get shots that are just simply impossible to do with any other form of camera. I mean, unless you get a 100-foot stick and you hang it over the side of a cliff, but safety aside, that's just kind of impractical. All right, so let's get down to what you get with this drone. Not a whole lot, honestly. For one, you get the actual drone itself, and then you get the remote control. Now, there are a couple of configurations that you can get with this drone. You can get one without the remote control, so it's unflyable. But the point is, it's meant if you're upgrading from a previous drone. The second one is the DJI RC1 controller, which uses your phone as the monitor, which can be a pro or a con depending on how good your phone is. And then finally, the newer one that they have, the more expensive one, is the DJI RC2, which for all intents and purposes, it's just a built-in Android phone. It functions exactly like an Android phone. You can even access YouTube on it if you know what you're doing. And I think if you're getting this drone, or if you're getting a drone for the first time, just spring for the better controller because it's that much more convenient and it is amazing for what you get. All right, so setting this thing up, it's actually pretty simple. You have the two front legs that kind of fold upwards, and you have these two legs that fold in the back to fully expose it. Now, I know in the shots it looks like everything's upside down, and that's on purpose. It's not because I'm stupid, but because of the fact that I have some identifying information on this drone. Because in the EU, you have to have it registered under, I believe it's called the EASEU or something like that. Pretty much saying you have to get your drone registered just like how you would in the States. And while technically this drone is under 250 grams, which means you don't have to register it, the fact that it has a camera that can store data, at least in Germany, you have to get it registered because of the fact that, data protection and all that. So make sure you look up your local drone laws and abide by it. So fully registered, good to go, make sure everything's good. So for anyone questions anything, we're good. Okay, so for the screen itself, you just got to double tap it. Then it turns on, and then boom. Look how clear that screen is. Now we're going to turn this on first because of the fact that it takes a little minute. So in the meantime, we're going to get the drone set up. Now for the drone, exact same thing. Press and hold it, and that turns it on. The gimbal will do its check. Pop this off. So now the gimbal is doing its check and to ensure that it is going to function when it's in the air. And after that, it's good to go. Now, don't touch it. It's very tempting, but it's actually super sensitive. It's almost like a flower. So if you do so, you're most likely going to have to get a new drone. So here we have a live feed of the drone, as well as your checklist, which you can tap up here, which will show any additional things you need, as well as your return to home, max altitude, max distance, all that good stuff. Well, I guess this was kind of inevitable, but still freaking sucks. I don't know if you can see, but our beautiful drone is now one with the he's one with the grains now, but hopefully we'll be able to find a couple of different ways that we can be able to do that. So let's access the find my drone and find them. That way we're not out a good bit of money. Don't get a drone, man. It's like children, you just regret them. But just like children, we're gonna do that again. Not the crashing part, but everything before that. So, what did we learn here today? Not a single thing, but I can tell you that drone was a lot of fun to fly. This wasn't really meant to be instructional or informative really, but more or less I wanted to have fun with you guys and kill two birds with one stone, get to play with the new drone that I'm going to be using when we're out traveling so I can get some good practice. And of course, let you guys have fun in my dismay when I inevitably wrecked it. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope you have a lovely day so far, if I didn't say that earlier. And with that, you guys have a great one. Peace out.